Hi everyone, I'm Peggy Rometo with Star Signs for the month of February 2015. So if you're an Aquarius born January 20th to February 18th, what can you expect for the month of February? Let's tune in and find out. Okay, so right away Aquarians, it's coming in that initially while things feel lighter, a little bit brighter, it is going to require some patience on your part this first week just to kind of like, there's so much going on, I want to be pulled every which way. Like it's almost like a circus, like a lot of fun things, different things that you can get involved in or that can pull your attention away from things maybe that you need to get done. So just be aware that you may need to focus a little bit more to get your work done or focus a little more to get the things done that matter to you because a lot's happening, a lot of fun stuff, a lot of activity that's pulling your face in different directions and things to do. The very first week we have, let's see, we've got a full moon in Leo on February 3rd. Okay, so let's tune into that energy, the full moon on Leo. Okay, so that particular full moon, it's I just feel like this energy, like this birth, like there's a culmination of events, like things coming together finally. And it's not like one of those aha, it feels good. So there's something that you've been anticipating or waiting to happen that's finally coming together, it's finally come through. It could be something as benign as you've ordered a pair of designer jeans or shoes or something and it's finally come in and it's shown up, to something more sophisticated like, you know, a big business deal that you've been waiting on and the order finally comes in, or you finally get that phone call, or you finally get that opportunity. So it's this you know, fulfilling moment, like everything coming together, and it feels like a really happy full moon. So it feels like positive stuff for you. And you know, Leo in itself, you know, which is affecting all the signs, is a big energy. You know, it's a very gregarious energy. It's just happy, it's open, it's big. So, and you know, it can also go the other direction, but it feels really like a nice, powerful, solid full moon, and it feels good for you. As far as like your work goes, Aquarius, let's start with that. Let's see how the month looks for you with your work. I really see like a lot of different things blossoming and opening up throughout the whole month. So it's almost like you're a bee pollinating, you know, these different projects, just kind of showing up, going around, people wanting your input, people asking for your time and attention and paying you for it. So I see a flurry of activity, a lot of promise, and a lot of opportunity coming in for you. So new opportunity, not necessarily old opportunity, but new opportunity, things that you don't even know about. So there's going to be some push for new opportunity. And some of this is also personal for you, personal in terms of personal relationships. So some of you may get thrust into new relationships, okay, and kind of being pushed into that new relationship. But it's fun, and so now's not a time to be shy. It's like enjoy yourself, have a good time. Some of these relationships are good for you in terms of meeting new people. Some of them may be career door openers for you, but especially around romantic love, it does feel like there's more opportunity there. Now, we're being pushed into the relationship, and I wasn't done with work yet, so let me see if there's anything else there for work for Aquarians. Yeah, now if you're not in a job and you're looking for work, this is really like, okay, they're showing me that essentially you have to be asleep not to go to work. So there is so much potential for you this month to get a job that it's the only reason you don't have one is because you don't want one. There's that much opportunity in the universe for you, Aquarius, to actually get a job this month or to better your station in life, to have a better paying job or a better situation come up for you. There's absolutely a lot of flow for work for you this month. And we're going to get some support with that too. We've got a new moon in Pisces on February 18th, which is also a super moon. And that just simply means that at the time that it's actually cresting to that new moon, it's closest to the earth, which means we're really going to feel the influence in that, in our money, in our relationships, and in any area that we want. We've got that extra infusion where we're injecting our energy into something new for ourselves. And so we've got that to support us this whole month as well. So whatever it is that you guys want, this is it's a great, great, great month for you and a great opportunity for you to get what you want. Now, as far as relationships go, I tried to go there before too. So let me see anything else about relationships. If you're If you're married, what does that look like? Or you're in partnership with a long-term relationship, let's see what that looks like for Aquarians for the month of February. Oh, they're showing me idyllic. Like it's perfect. It's just like there's a nice symbiotic energy back and forth. Now, if you're in this particular, if you're somebody who's in love and this is a long-term partnership, you're going to see some positive events. Obviously we have Valentine's Day around February 14th, February 16th. I see that weekend, that 14th being high, but even the 16th being a little bit higher. So there's actually that can carry you to even a little bit of a higher connection. And some of you may have some nice surprises happening for you the mid-month from your relationship opportunities. So there's really nice energy connections, maybe even an opportunity to travel. Now we do have the retrograde, Mercury retrograde, that started January 21st that ends February 11th. So that part of our life is nearly over, the part where we're being a little more cautious about buying things that are expensive, or about our communications, and we're double checking our texts and our computers and things like that to make sure that things are functioning properly. And those extra kind of screwy things that are happening, we chalk it up to Mercury. But that is going to be moving forward for us. So before Valentine's Day, we'll be able to have all those kinks out of our communication. So it should be extra special romantic time for everyone, not just Aquarians. But it feels like it's a really nice opportunity to really connect with your loved one. Now, if you're somebody, also by the way, the end of the month feels equally as good. Like around the 25th, there's a lot of luck happening. So if you're new, new in terms of like you're looking for romance, there's new opportunities to meet someone new. Especially, this whole month, but I really like the end of the month. The whole month, there's like opportunities to meet someone new, but especially at Valentine's Day forward, really great opportunity. Then especially around that 25th date, 26th, 27th, the end of February, wow, like your chances really like multiply. So I'm just seeing this multiplication happening for those of you that want to get into a love romantic relationship, really goes up towards the end of the month. So you know what? Get your game face on, look good, feel good, and so you're prepared when that happens, because it's showing up for you guys this month. So it feels like it's going to be a lot of fun. Let me see if there's any other thing we haven't touched on. Money. We haven't talked about money. So let's see about your money, Aquarius, for this month, since it's your birthday. So there's some things that were locked up before are being unlocked for you. So some of you maybe had a situation where you couldn't get to money. Maybe it was an inheritance and you've come of age now where you can get it. Or maybe it was in a trust, or someone else had control of the trust, and now all of a sudden they're being willing to like give you more, or you have a relationship with someone that all of a sudden the communication is opened up and now they're able to gift to you more money. Or it could even be an employer situation where you're making more money from your employer. But there's a lot of money opportunities, kind of like I just see the purse opening up, and what do you need? So some of those loans that you were looking for could get approved this month. If those of you that needed to buy a house, or need money for surgeries or anything like that, I see, or cars, I see money opening up for you. Especially the no, actually it feels like all month. It feels like all month you could get that. There's a nice energy around your money around February 20th. So there could be that you get some additional bonus or additional surprise money in around that day of February 20th. There's just more luck in the air, more positive things. So I wouldn't even be surprised if whatever comes in is kind of a surprise. Maybe you win, some sort of raffle or something like that that you forgot about, that you put your name in. So there's an opportunity to actually get some luck happening for you and some lucky money around that 20th date. Anything else? Let's see if there's anything else for Aquarians for the month. Yeah, there's an opportunity this month to kind of look your best too, to kind of upgrade your spirit, upgrade your heart, especially towards humanity. You may be inclined to kind of do things for other people, or inclined to work for on behalf of an organization or be pulled into another organization. It may sort of be unexpected for you. In other words, it's like, God, I can't believe I want to get involved with them or that company or do anything for that organization. It's kind of not really, my MO, but I'm really feeling compelled to do that. So you might find yourself saying some things like that, where you all of a sudden feel compelled to go help a specific organization or colleague or individual, and just go with it. It's just part of this giving back or contribution. And whenever we give more, we can receive more. So the universe is really wanting to bonus you this month and give you a lot of opportunity and a lot of good things coming to you this month. So it feels sort of right and perfect that you may feel compelled along the month to be able to do some charitable things, or find yourself running in a race that's, for breast cancer or something like that, or things that you really didn't care about too much. All of a sudden you develop a taste for, a passion for. So don't be surprised, Aquarians, if all of a sudden you and your buddies are out doing some philanthropic work. Feels really good. And then in addition, there's a few of you that have had some cold feet about situations, cold feet about speaking up or saying some things. That's going to dissipate. This month, your courage is going to be returned. You're going to feel more confident. You're going to feel more stable. And you're going to feel less constrained. So if there was someone in the past that you were concerned about, whether it's a family member or someone close to work that's been sort of haggling you or bothering you, that's going to disappear, and you're really just going to stand up for yourself, and you're going to be very matter of fact. So you've got the universe, I feel like the universe coming right up your spine and feeling really strong and powerful and empowered to handle any bully around you. So all in all, it's a really good month, Aquarians. You guys are really going to do fine and really enjoy this month. So congrats, happy birthday, and I'll connect with you again next month. Hi, so if you're a Pisces born February 19th to March 20th, what can you expect for the month of February 2015? Let's tune in and find out. So right away, Pisces, I see you in a hurry, like rushing, but it's a straight line. So there's things that you're doing. There's a lot of activity around you. There's a lot happening. There's also kind of a good feeling inside, like an accomplishment, a sense of accomplishment, a sense of justice, like I'm doing what I need to be doing. And even for those of you that are being busy with things that you don't like, there's a bit of a service component to it. Like there's something where you're being of service to someone else or someone that's kind of greater than just about yourself, which is a nice thing for you. So it feels good. This month for you, it's really about exerting more independence, really about standing up for yourself, being heard, wanting to step in and say, this is what I need, this is what I want. For some of you, that's like, right away, my chest and my lungs are closing up. So I know for some of you, this is going to be a hard thing. It's going to be hard to kind of like say what you want because you're concerned around the reaction that's coming back at you, or what are people going to say, or specific your loved one or boss or whoever it is. I can feel this constriction going on for you. So this is part of your growth. It's an opportunity for you to kind of use your spiritual connection to get you through. And I sort of feel like you'll do that. I feel like as soon as you kind of meet this emotional challenge, right away it's kind of like an old dress you don't wear anymore. You just kind of pull it off, or old shirt you don't wear anymore. You just pull it off and throw it away. It's that habit isn't going to be there anymore. You're going to have more ability to speak up and say what you want to say, or to be able to convey your feelings. So keep in mind, though, we're still in a retrograde, and that Mercury's still retrograde until February 11th, which means our communication can get a little gnarly and things can get screwed up and people can misunderstand and computers can go haywire and emails not go through or texts not go through, and legitimately that's what's going on. It's not that they're ignoring you. So you want to double and triple check that people are receiving your communication, and not only are they receiving it, but do they understand it? Are they clear with what you said? So that's part of kind of the challenges during this time frame. But as you get through that, after February 11th, when it goes direct, it's going to be much easier for you to speak up. It'll be easier for you to get out of your own way, because I see that kind of what's stopping you is you. It's not like anybody else has control over that. It's you have control over that. So that's the good news, is you're in control of your ability to make changes for yourself. And that's a positive thing. So I see the control coming back into your life, into your hands. And you know, there is there are some challenges. Some of you are going to have to move. Some of you may get relocated with work. Some of you may have emotional challenges around that situation, or you may even have situations where it's happening to you. Your spouse is getting relocated, or you're ending a career, you're graduating from school, or you're getting hired. There's movements. It seems to be like there's some movement in your life. It could also mean that there are people around you, your superiors or people like that, are having challenges in their life, and you're having to step up, and that's where the added pressure is from. So I'm just feeling all this added pressure in the chest and the lungs. The good news is you've got this ample supply of support that's coming in for you. There's a full moon in Leo February 3rd, and that full moon is like, I just feel all this love coming in for you, and it could even be it doesn't feel like so much romantic love as it feels like love of the self, like you in love with yourself, you back in love with feeling, I feel good about myself, I feel good about where I'm at. It could also mean that there is something that you love that gets manifested. So maybe something that you've wanted for a while suddenly shows up around that February 3rd date, something you've been waiting on or hoping for, fingers crossed, that sort of thing shows up around February 3rd. So so look for that kind of like thing that you've been hoping to have happen around February 3rd to come in. Or a couple days before, a couple days after is generally kind of the rule around these moons. Now we also have, let's look at your money for the month of February and see what's going on with that. Some of you have been sort of on a short leash, and it could mean a couple things. Not so much that money flow is tight, but that you're spending as much or more than you make. Or that money is tight. As soon as we talk about this, I have such a headache. Like, I feel like, oh my God, when is this going to stop? Like you're beating your head against the wall or getting beat over the head. There's going to be some relief. They're showing me relief around February 18th to the 24th that week, some financial relief coming in for you. Some of you may have some bills that are unexpectedly paid off. Some of you may have someone else, through the generosity of someone else, pay off your bills. Or you may get a lump sum come in. It may be an early birthday present or a timely birthday present, a cash gift that you're able to use to pay off some challenges or problems. Some of you may get real estate closings in if you make a living in real estate and or selling your own property. I'm seeing money coming in from real estate. And of course, there's always, buying and selling cars or anything, or money, silver, gold, that sort of thing. I'm also sort of coming in. So there's money, ample money coming in, and or transitioning of exchanging of assets for money around that time period. So I think you'll be fine financially. I don't see it as a problem. I feel like even though you may feel like you're spending more than you want or that you don't have enough, you're going to get some breathing room in mid to late February during that time frame. And then I think the other thing that's optimistic is there's going to be some new opportunities showing for you in the way of money towards the end of the month. There may be an unexpected, this is interesting, maybe an unexpected job offer that shows up for you, like completely like out of the blue. Like your name has been on somebody else's lips, and then all of a sudden they call you and say, hey, you want to come work for me? I know you've been with your company for a decade and I'm looking for somebody to head up this or that. Don't be surprised if you get what seems like to be out of the blue job offer at the end of the month. And you should really consider it because it's legit and it's timely and it's good. So nice Pisces. And anything else about money? Yeah, it is going to get better. There's going to be, you feel like you're in a process. To me, it feels like you're in a process of learning how to stretch your dollar. That's kind of what's going on here. So you want to look for ways that you can stretch your dollar and feel good about the stretching, feel good about the savings, feel good about being a smart shopper or doing without. And you can be happy in these times. Even though it feels sort of tight, you could turn it into a game with yourself and seeing how much you can stretch that dollar. And what are you going to do, right? You can think the opposite and go hang yourself, but I don't think that's optimal. So that's what you want to do. You want to be positive about this and you're going to be able to stretch it. Okay, so now as far as relationships go, personal relationships, if you're married or in a romantic long-term relationship, what can you expect for the month of February? Well, one of you right now is sort of pulling the way for the other partner. One of you is having to sort of carry the other partner. The other partner feels to me emotionally struggling. You know, it could be that their career is not going well. It could be that they're just worried about things. It could be that financially or rather emotionally, they're dealing with something physically going on in their body and it's wearing on their emotions. So I see you as the stronger partner, kind of pulling your other partner along. And you're going to see that does start to come back around, where your partner's sort of coming back around. And that, for me, feels right after this retrograde ends. So right around the 12th or 13th. So we're just in time for Valentine's Day. Sort of see this kind of like rubber band pulling back and you in a more cohesive, balanced relationship. Now that could also come from the fact, earlier when I was talking about the chest and lungs, it could be that you speak up and you tell your partner what you need, and there's more of an eye-to-eye kind of conversation that happens if you're in that kind of relationship. So it's a good thing. It's a really positive thing. You're also going to find, for those of you in a committed marriage relationship, that there's an opportunity for real closeness at the end of the month, like February 25th, around that day, like real, FaceTime, close, sweet time, just the two of you, locking away the rest of the world and really being close. Now, if you're just in a relationship where you're just getting by, like, I'm thinking about divorce, I'm thinking about, I don't know if I want to be in this relationship, I don't know if I even like you anymore. If you're in that sort of situation, there is a new moon on February 18th in Pisces, and it's also a super moon. So it's in your sign, and that super moon means it's closest to the earth, and at the moment that it's either that new moon or full moon. So that super moon, it's an injection of energy to us. And that injection of energy is going to give you a lot of clarity. It's going to give you a lot of understanding. For those of you that are sort of on guard or on the fence about your relationship, it's going to really kind of fill you with a lot of wisdom of how to deal with the situation. So if you're in a tough situation, just hang in there. You're going to get some new wisdom, new energy coming into you around the 18th. And conversely, those of you that are already in a great relationship, it's just going to rocket your relationship even higher and every other aspect that you want in your life. So career opportunities are going to open up, more money, all these things. There's big opportunities that are going to show up around that 18th. And in addition to the wisdom that's available for you. You guys are so thirsty. I don't know if you can tell, but I have a hard time talking and my mouth is just watering. And what that lets me know is that your energy, that you're so thirsty for life, you're so thirsty for you, like you just really want something good for you. And you're going to get it. You're really going to get it. You have this really strong spiritual connection, and you just keep praying, keep asking to be shown, and then keep taking action for yourself, even when it's uncomfortable and difficult, and you're going to get there, okay? Because I can really feel it for you. Now, let's look at your health. I sort of feel like you guys are in charge of your health. I really feel like you're in a good place. Now, for those of you that are really struggling with some debilitating illness, I do feel like that this may be a time period where you're coming out of it, you're feeling more balanced, more harmonious. There may even be some additional insight and value, or additional people coming on board to orchestrate or understand what's going on with your disease and or prognosis. So there may be get more information for you. Not so much the end of this month, but especially the end of March. I see more around the end of the March information gathering around that. And it may start the end of February. And I'm really feeling a lot of pain in my hands. So some of you may be suffering from arthritis or some other things in your hands. But the good news is you're going to find some things that are going to help and support you. You might get wind of it at the end of February and really start to implement it at the end of March. Okay. So now, let me see if there's anything else for you guys in terms of, oh, I didn't do single Pisces. Sorry. Okay, so for those of you that are single, what can you expect for the month of February in the Department of Romance? So you have a really good opportunity to find somebody really great, really special around February 21st. So right after that February 20th date, when kind of like it seems like luck starts to change, there's a real good chance that you could meet someone right after that time period and really start to feel lucky and really start to feel lucky in love and enjoy. So if some of you out there being a little cynical or a little fickle or, now's the time not to be, because you want to start to really realize that, that energy, whether it's cynicism or, or just kind of being fickle or picky, it sends out the wrong message if you really want to be in a relationship. So you may want to check yourself, because there is an opportunity for a real deal, a real person, a real love affair to show up around that 20th, 21st date and beyond, into February even further. So now's not the time to you want to throw those worries, you want to throw those disappointments, that doubt out, and say, I'm willing to be wrong. I'm willing to be wrong. I'm willing to see that there could be somebody for me that's going to treat me right, that we're going to have a good time, that there's mutual, sexual compatibility and attraction compatibility, and that he's into me or she's into me as much as I am into them. So you just want to process that and trust that, and kind of throw that doubt out the window, okay? Because it's not going to serve you, and it certainly won't attract the right person to you, because the universe is here to make you right. So if you're right that nobody's for you, or that you always get stuck with the rotten apple, that's what you're going to keep getting. You're going to keep getting that cranky individual, or that person who's going to cheat on you, or that person who's isn't good enough for you. So I invite you to be wrong, because around the end of February is a great opportunity for you to find love. Now, between now and then, rev the engine, get to know people, have conversations, put it out there that you're single and you're looking for Mr. or Mrs. Right, or just to even have a good time. And the more you put it out there, it just creates this energy. So have fun with it, Pisces. You guys have a great month. It feels like there's a lot of things, good things in store for you, a lot percolating up and bubbling up for you to enjoy, and a big spiritual opening for you this month as well, to really increase your own personal power and your own ability to speak up and get clarity, and there's wisdom coming in for you specifically to deal with relationships and challenges that you have. So have an amazing month, and I'll connect with you again next month. Hi, if you're an Aries born March 21st to April 19th, what can you expect for the month of February 2015? Let's tune in and find out. Wow, Aries, right away I sort of feel like you're being carried over the finish line. You do finish, but you're being carried over the finish line. So, that tells me that you have been put through the ringer. Now, some of you have dealt with horrific health issues yourself, or had a loved one who had horrific health issues. Some of them, unfortunately, I'm sorry, have passed. I can see that. So I'm sorry about that. And then some are you're still in it. You're still dealing with it. For others, it feels like it can be business. It can be this turmoil around business. And things just not, things falling apart and not going well. And so it's losses, and it could even be, loss of a business. So I see where you've gone through losses. So what there is to do for you is to know that this month things are going to kind of open up and get brighter. There's, a new life is going to get breathed into you in the month of February. So that's the good news. We begin with a full moon in Leo on February 3rd. And that energy is really going to support you and sustain you. I just see that energy coming in, and it's an opportunity, it shows me like just lifting you up. It's almost etheric for you. So it could be actually something that you feel more energy. In other words, you feel healthier, but maybe nothing's changed around you, because it feels like it's coming in for you more of an energy where you energetically start to feel better. You energetically start to feel kind of like more yourself, or things are getting better for you. There's also some opportunities that show up or that knock on your door around that same full moon. A lot of opportunities this month to be able to reach the next level or the next goal that you have. And for you in particular, Aries, this is really about sustaining yourself, sustaining your vision. There's creativity that's going to come in for you this month that's going to help you unlock a problem. So you're the creative resource to unlock problems, and you're going to get answers this month and a lot of creative flow to unlock the problems that either you've been saddled with or that somebody's put you in charge of. So you're going to get some great aha ideas, which means you get to be the hero. You get to come in and go, yay, I've got an idea. This is going to work. So be on the lookout for these great ideas, for these understandings, and this energy that's going to come in and kind of help recharge your batteries to get through the month. Now let's look at your money for the month. So it feels like for most of you, you've been in a flow, and then I see where some of you it's kind of dried up and you've hit bedrock. The good news is that you're self-sufficient. You can pick yourself up and you can carry yourself to a new stream. So if you do have an income stream that stopped, they're showing me there's another income stream that's going to be shown to you that you can get right back on your feet. And there's a lot of opportunity. As I was saying, there's opportunity. So there's also opportunity here for your money, for you to increase your income and or just get back on the flow again. Especially you might see something around the 18th to the 20th and as early as February 16th for some with the money. Then we've got the full moon that shows up on the 3rd, so there might be just the beginnings of that showing up around the 3rd. Now Mercury was retrograde from January 21st to February 11th. That will go direct this month on February 11th, and we usually give it a couple of days for it to kind of like really go full motion forward. And that really, for you guys, it's gonna help you to be able to become more buoyant. That's gonna give you back that kind of bounce in your step. So I hope you're recuperating right now. I hope you're being kind to yourself. I hope you're taking in plenty of whatever it is, nourishment for yourself, whether it's love, whether it's food, whether it's just good old water and rest, that you're getting a lot of that. You're going to feel a rebound, like I said, after the 11th, so around the 12th, 13th. And then you're going to also really feel kind of like more steadied at the end of the month, towards the end of the month, around the 25th I'm seeing. Now, as far as the money goes, I see that that's going to shift and change and things will get better. There's also these new income streams coming in for you that, oh, by the way, all these are nothing's happening to you. I really feel like you're in control, and I really feel like you're calling these in, and you're the sort of the one that's calling the shots. So your job is to kind of like, look around and see what's going on, and then to reach for it. Oh, I want to do that. That's something I could see myself doing and reaching for it, and you're likely to get it. Okay, let's look at relationships. So if you're in a personal relationship, Aries, what could you expect for the month of February? Well, okay, there's a real closeness, but I can see where you've had your scraps, and the scraps may be nothing. They just may be little intellectual disagreements. It doesn't feel like it's anything big at all. In fact, if anything, I feel like you're in a really nurturing relationship. The majority of you are, and a relationship where you feel safe and comforted. So that's a positive thing. For those of you that aren't in that type of relationship and are in a partnership, there's going to be, you're going to really be able to help yourself more towards the end of the month, around again, that 25th date is coming up, where you're going to have more insight and understanding into your own desires, into what do you really want. And there's a new moon in Pisces on February 18th. And I think that supermoon is really going to help you, propel you to see what do I want to do in my relationship, the changes I want to make, who am I, and am I ready to make those changes? And you might begin to be able to speak about that around the end of the month, around the 25th. Okay, now if you're single, Aries, what can you expect for this month? I'm just sort of seeing a lot of running around early in the month, different types of energies, different types of people available to you that you can participate in. So I just see like a flurry of activity that you can go to different places and see different people and different organizations that aren't connected, or groups or types of people that don't know each other, that aren't connected. And as far as a long-term love, gosh, I'm feeling all this like angst around my throat. So some of you may want to look at clearing out the tension here in the throat and mistrust or fear, or some of you have been choked by relationships in the past, like back off. That's too intense. Let's just take it a little slower. And so you'll have a chance really to feel around the 17th, for those of you that are looking for love, could be, which is that new moon, an opportunity for a new love to come in around that new moon, around the 17th, 18th of February. So keep your eyes open if you're interested in new love for Aries. Now let's look at your health, Aries. Well, like I said, I feel like we touched on that at the beginning. I feel like some of you have been really drained and exhausted, and some of you have been emotionally bankrupt.
everything that you've had to do and people you've had to care for, and those of you that had to say goodbye to loved ones and situations where life has happened. The good news is that, you know, this is a grieving period. You're going to have the energy and the space to take care of yourself this month. It is a slower month. It's a lighter month, if you will, than last month. So there's a lot more happy energy and light fulfillment energy for you in this month, Aries. So it's not going to be certainly as intense as it was last month in Capricorn, the month of January. Okay, Aries, so all in all, let me see if there's anything else I can leave you with for the month of February. Yeah, you know what? Just keep moving forward. You've got great ideas. You're in the flow. And really take time for you. There's also, some of you may find, oh, that's interesting, showing me your feet and showing where some of you have not have the right footwear, and you may need to change up your footwear and or have some blisters happening. So be sure to change those shoes, where some of you really need to take care of your feet. So don't neglect that. So that's all I have, Aries. So have an amazing month, and I'll connect with you again next month. Hi, if you're a Taurus born April 20th to May 20th, what can you expect for the month of February 2015? Let's tune in and find out. Well, Taurus, right away, just this big heart opening is here. It's opening up, and it's really, your desire is, you know, you've got such a big heart to serve and support people. And at the same time, you know, it's appropriate that some of you have your guard up, that some of you start to say, wait a second, enough is enough, or how much can I give, or how much should I give? I'm feeling a little bit of sort of anxiety about the flow that's going out and the amount of money that it's taking to support other people, or that you're giving to other people. And then, and not so much that it's creating anxiety for you in terms of what am I going to have left, but more of like overwhelmed in how much it's taking of you. So it's not only the financial drain, but also energy toll on you in trying to manage everything and manage your own life and expectations. And some of you have pulled back. Some of you said, no, I can't do it anymore. I need a break. It's too much. Or I've given you too much. Now you have to go figure it out. So whether this is a parent-child relationship or a close friend relationship, it's appropriate that you take control of your life, and that you're able to say no, and that you're able to put up a boundary and say, you know, I love you and I can't do that anymore, or this behavior has to change. Whatever it is, I see the universe is going to give you that support and that added boost of confidence to support you with the full moon in Leo on February 3rd. Leo's got this really kind of strong energy, a lot of assertiveness there, and an ability to kind of stand up for yourself and be seen and heard and respected. So for Taurus, it feels like it's really going to support you in being able to get what you want and say what you need. Now, as far as your money goes, well, we're talking a little bit about money because you're being very generous, or recently have just stopped being generous with some people. And some of you are still being generous with some people. You're going to see, what's nice is that you've got it to give. And because I'm seeing more money coming in, more money flooding in, especially around February 10th. I see this money coming into you. So that's good. You've got more money coming into you. And not only that, but I'm seeing some of you may sell some things. You may sell anything from a boat to a mobile home to a house to exchange gold and silver. So there's a lot of bartering and selling going on in your energy. There's also opportunity for a vacation. That's nice. I'm seeing around the 15th. So some of you might sneak in a Valentine's vacation with your loved one and go an extra day. So if there's an opportunity to get away, by all means take it. And there's additional work-related opportunities coming in for you, especially around February 21st. I'm seeing some lucky days, lucky stars, luck kind of beholding you or your finances. So look around that day or circle that day and see what you can make happen that's going to support you, because it seems like it's a lucky day for you guys to have make good decisions around your business and that will cause you to become more profitable. So all in all, really nice month for money, and I think that you've got enough and you've got more coming in.
And certainly I'm seeing some strength around your ability to kind of push some people back and kind of in a protective measure, not only for yourself, but in helping them kind of manage their own lifestyle or their own finances. Okay, so let's look at relationships for Taurus for February. If you're in a committed relationship, let's see what that would look like for the month. Well, there's been some recent impatience with one another. That could also be with our, Mercury's been retrograde since January 21st, and it goes direct February 11th, and that causes a lot of confusion in communication. So you may have recently just had been irritated with some loved ones, or just had this, lack of communication, and the flow just hasn't been there like it usually is in the past, and you're kind of wondering what's up. Well, that's what's up. So don't be too hard on yourself or think that you're losing the relationship or you're cracking up. It's all going to pass. February 12th, you kind of get this new breath of fresh air, and you're going to start to see things moving forward again. Communication will be restored. The love is going to be restored, and it's going to be good. Now, there's going to be opportunity also for real kind of idyllic time around February 25th. So another really sweet time for you and your romantic partner. Now, if you're single, what can you expect for the month? Well, pretty much whatever you want. They're just showing me kind of like you guys just strutting your stuff. And if you want to be in a relationship, I just see people sort of lining up. But, as it should be, you get to be picky and you get to be choosy about who you're going to have a love affair with or who you're going to spend your time with. And I see the most optimal time, there's something around the 11th that's going to come in. So just as on the cusp of that retrograde moving forward, you're going to start to possibly just meet somebody around then. And I would give it a few days and then meet with them again. And then you may feel you may see a clearer picture of who they are, and you might even be more enthralled with them. You might even be pulled more into their energy. So if you're single and you're looking for love, there's a really good opportunity in February for you to make that happen. Okay, and then of course we've got Valentine's Day here in the U.S. on February the 14th, which is a really lovely time that is right in sync with all this nice positive energy happening. Now we have a new moon in Pisces on February 18th. It's also a super moon, which just means it's closer to the earth. It's going to give us a greater push and a greater bounce, and that can bring with it for you guys some new actually financial goals, financial opportunity coming in with you, in particular Taurus. So you may find the stock market is extra friendly to you that day. You may find that somebody makes an offer for you on your house, or you may find that you're selling something, but it feels like it's a positive thing for a lot of you. Now, some of you I'm feeling some headaches and some stress, especially in the neck and in the head. And I think that's just thinking too much, stressing too much, worrying too much. In addition, some of you may have recently, we're moving into health here, some of you may have recently gone through a health scare, whether it was a heart situation or you actually, because I also feel like my breath is taken away, so you could have had a car accident, you could have fallen, there's a number of things that could have happened that are triggering these emotions not emotions, but physical sensations in my body. The good news is healing has commenced. And some of you are already over it and don't need to worry about it anymore. It's done. It's over with. And the rest of you, if you're still healing, there's also more information that could be available for you around February 28th. And for those of you that are having migraines, because I'm in your headache and it's just hurting, really check out your hormones for some of you, because I feel like some of you it's hormone related. And the other ones, it may have something to do with your jawline or your teeth. Okay, so could actually have your jaw out of alignment, which is creating the headaches. So, wow, I'm sorry, guys, that you're stressing like that. For those of you that are having this, that's painful. Let me see if there's anything else. Okay, I'm supposed to share not to be afraid to try alternative therapies. Okay, so some of you don't be afraid to try alternative therapies. It's just kind of like, what do you got to lose? If there's something that's challenging for you, what have you got to lose? If you're in a state that does medical marijuana, you know what? Try it. Migraines, well, take care of it. So, you know what? If you want to look at whatever
options are out there for you. Some of it may be acupuncture. You know, there's different things, and these aren't fads. They're actually medical cures that are going to help you. So you want to look and see what else there is, Taurus, because you're going to be bringing in some new and different healing modalities for you this month. So keep in mind, there's going to be things crossing your path that are going to help you feel better, and you should really explore those. So all in all, Taurus, I think you're going to have a fabulous month. For those of you that have been ill, you're going to see a restore of your health in a good way, and some interesting things are going to come for you. Money looks good. Relationships, like, look out. There's going to be some fun. And let me see if there's anything else that's going to crop up that we haven't talked about. We've talked about trips, potential trips showing up for you. All in all, it's a really good, expansive month for you to really support yourself and get what you need, and to just really enjoy. So take care of yourself, Taurus. Have an amazing month, and I'll connect with you again next month. Hi, so if you're a Gemini, born May 21st to June 20th, what can you expect for the month of February 2015? Let's tune in and find out. Wow, so Gemini, there's a lot of activity, a lot of changes. I'm seeing this like tornado-like energy come up through your system. So some of you have had just whirlwinds. And I'm also getting like indigestion. So some of you carry your anxiety and stuff in your belly and in your indigestion here. I feel like some of you may have recently moved. You may have recently just kind of picked up and moved, and or you've traveled a long distance, and it could be for work or a family matter, but there's been and these are sudden things. I feel like it's a sudden thing. Whatever's happened has been sudden. So it could have be a good thing too. It could have that you got a job and all of a sudden you're suddenly moved, or you suddenly have to be in another country, or suddenly have to be across the U.S. So it's the sudden movement of activity. And I feel like that has just recently happened, and now here we are kind of dealing with the aftermath and trying to understand, or you're still in the middle of it. Now we have a full moon in Leo on February 3rd, and essentially for you, Gemini, it's a good thing. I see that grounding you. I see it bringing you back down to earth. I see it kind of like if you're that tornado, it like locking you down, supporting you, and then when you get locked down, everything falls into place. Like everything just starts to fall into place around you. The right job, the right situation, the right people. So whatever it is that has you kind of up in the air and crazy, whether you moved and you had to find a new place, or you sold a business and you need a new job, or you sold a car and need a new car, whatever it is, everything's going to come into place by this February 3rd time frame. And usually, you know, a couple days before or after. So you should be coming in very quickly to a place of serenity and calmness, comparatively speaking, okay? Comparatively speaking. Now, as far as money goes for the month, well, how does that look for Gemini? Some of you have been on empty. Some of you are on fumes. But the good news is that you have sustainability. They're showing me that people around you have money. So it may not be your money, but somebody you're connected to. So that could be your husband, that could be your parents, it could be your children, or it could be a loved one. But somebody around you has money. It could be that you're in a business with somebody else who's got the money and you don't have the money. The good news is you don't always have to have the money. You could just have the ideas. So there's more money around you, and there's support around you to get you through whatever tight experience that you're having. There's also going to be new information for you about how to spend that money, the money that's loaned to you, that's betrothed to you, that's given to you. There's more information about what to do with it. And I also see you more conscientious, you know, really kind of hanging on to your money a little closer, be a little more conscientious with other people's money and with your money. And slower to spend it. And that's not a bad thing. And it's actually a good thing, because then when you do spend it, it's going to be something that's wise, that like, I need that, that feels good, that's going to support me. So it's actually a really positive thing, Gemini, for you. You're going to see more money coming in for you around the 20th, the 21st of February. You're going to start to see a new momentum for yourself with new money coming in and new support system. Some of you may get new jobs between now and then. Some of you may increase the amount of work that you have with the same company. So there's more money and there's more support for you. Now, if you're in a personal relationship, as far as romantic relationship goes, how does that look for you? You know, there's a real support system here. So I really feel like a support system. I feel a quietness in the relationship, an ability to be understood, a nice communication. So it's really a nice thing for you, Geminis, this month. You're going to really feel the support and the appreciation of your partner. Now, if you're in a situation that's not doing so well, some of you may see a break and kind of like a finality to that around the 20th. Where you just may be done and you just walk away. And of course, this is nothing new. For those of you I'm talking to, you know this is something you've planned for a long time or considering for a long time. And you may just get the energy and the support that you need that allows you to move out or that allows you to hire the attorney or whatever around that February 20th date, okay? Now, as far as a single, Geminis, if you're single and you want to get in a relationship, what can you expect? Or maybe not a relationship, but what can you expect for this month? I'm showing a lot of fun around the 11th of February, a lot of fun, doors opening up, new individuals. There may be somebody from your past that is getting in connection with you or getting in touch with you right now, that you've talked to, college or previous job, that sort of thing, or random connection that you may be toying with or just connecting with. And then I really feel like there's around the 17th of February, there's somebody that you maybe want to reach out to. Like all of a sudden you start to think of somebody and you instigate the relationship. Now there is a new moon in Pisces on February 18th. It's a super moon. So anything you want to put energy and intention into. So if there is somebody that you're interested in, that you want to create a relationship, that's a great time to reach out to them. In that new moon phase of Pisces, any new moon's a really good time for creating new energy into new situations. So it's a great opportunity to connect with somebody new around that particular day. But lots of opportunity to have fun, for sure. See, the whole month is just kind of like open-hearted and free-spirited for you, Gemini, which you guys are so much anyway. So it's just more to that for you guys. Just a lot of fun this month to be had for you if you want it. Now, as far as your health goes, Gemini, well, we talked about it as soon as I went into your energy. I was feeling, you know, the stomach, the congestion around the esophagus. Some of you, I feel like a little pent-up energy around the heart. There's worry, you know, I just feel there's a lot of worry for you. And it could be that you got hit with a diagnosis or your loved one got hit with a diagnosis that has you worried, or you're just troubled about a situation with a son or daughter. I just feel this worry coming off of you. There's going to be some more clarity that happens for you around that same time, around that super moon. On February 18th, you may be downloaded with some new information and new clarity on how to help yourself or help those individuals in your life. So keep an eye open for those dates to be able to help yourself or those that you love. So all in all, Gemini, it feels really good. You know, Mercury's going, which is retrograde, is now going direct on February 12th, so we'll be done with all that kind of miscommunication and everything. We're still in it a little bit, so you have to double and triple check your conversations but really after the 12th, you really should start to see that lighten up and really feel more freedom in your relationships. And for those of you that have been kind of talking to an ex or dealing with an ex, you may see them leaving the scene after the February 12th. You may see that time period is ended again and they're no longer talking to you, or you may see that that this is not a pattern from the past, but a new pattern that you want to create, and that would start around February 18th. So there's a lot of options here, Gemini, that you have about whether you want to leave a relationship or start a relationship, and the universe is going to give you some exit and entrance opportunities here on around the 12th and then again around the 18th if you want to start something new. So we'll see which way you go. But have an amazing month, Gemini. It's up to you. There's a lot of opportunities for you to be able to create the life you love. So enjoy it. And I'll look forward to connecting with you again next month. Hi, if you're a Cancer, born June 21st to July 22nd, what can you expect for the month of February 2015? Let's tune in and find out. Well, right away, Cancer, I'm sort of feeling this dissatisfaction with where you are. And that could be your work, it could be your career, it could be your, your school, the relationship, and just feeling a kind of a general dissatisfaction, a lack of fulfillment. Now, I do feel like on this February full moon, February 3rd in Leo, you're going to get an injection of new information, new ideas that's going to help you lay out a plan that you can create new happiness within. So I see the information and the ideas and the motive for you coming in around that full moon on February 3rd to make yourself happy. Some of you, that will mean new diet and exercise programs. That's going to make you happy. Some of you, that's going to mean you're going to get a divorce, and that's going to make you happy. Some of you, it means you're going to get married, and that's going to make you happy. Or some of you are going to get pregnant. It's a full moon. It's a culmination, like everything coming together that's going to make you happy. So there's action-oriented things that are going to show up for you around the full moon on February 3rd that contribute to your happiness. So that's a good thing. Now, if you're interested in your money, let's see what's going to go on with your money, Cancers, for the month of February. So you're being asked, wow, I'm tired in your energy, Cancer. You guys are tired. And you're tired of hearing this conversation because what's coming up is like not spending as much money. You're being asked, Cancers, to kind of hold back some of your money, to resist the temptation to spend some of your money. And it may be that you could be one of these people that just, spend $10 here, $20 there, $100 there, $200 there. But what it's doing is kind of like creating this energy drain. So when that big thing comes up that you really want, you won't feel as excited to buy it. You won't feel as compelled to buy it because you've had kind of like this slow energy drain. So you're just being asked to kind of watch how much money you're spending and to kind of curtail that a little bit. It doesn't mean at all that you're having money problems. It's more of an energy thing. It's more of an energy drain by just this being nickeled and dimed to death by the universe. And I'm tired of it, and I feel tired in your energy about it. So you want to stop contributing to that by spending money here and there. Be a little more frugal, be a little more focused about where you spend your money, and that's going to stop that energy drain. Now, as far as money coming into you, it feels like there's some swift opportunities that can come in early. Like as early, like you might even get wind of them right now, but right around the 1st or the 2nd of February, you could get some new information about a new job, new career even. And this feels like it could have the potential to go on for like 2 years. So it could be something that is started now that has like a 2-year shelf life. So it could be a new career that's coming to you and it lasts for 2 years. So look for that. So it's a good money-making opportunity that's coming your way. And there's also more validation for you up around February 25th. So that's kind of tied together. You may get wind of it and then may start like at the end of the month. So just be aware that there's a connection or a synergy with that. Now, as far as your relationships go, Cancer, let's look at your personal relationships. So if you're somebody who's married or in a committed relationship, you may have to stick up for yourself. There may be an instance or two this month where you have to stand up for yourself and you have to say, this is what I want, or this is what I feel, or this is what I need, and in order to kind of be heard by somebody. And I think when you do that with authority, your partner's going to acquiesce. They're going to step back because you don't always speak up. You don't always say. It takes a lot for you to kind of pressure, for most of you anyway, to press yourself forward to get yourself to do that. So I do think you're going to have an opportunity to do that, and you should, and your partner's going to respect it. So that's the good news, is they are going to respect it. There's some, of course, really nice opportunity around February 14th, 15th, 16th to have a really nice connection and to really feel that synergy with one another and to really feel the compatibility of the relationship again, and kind of like a nice giant timeout. And I think that you're going to enjoy that. That feels really good. Now, if you're single and you're in a relationship, if you're single looking for a relationship, Cancers, what can you expect? So, wow. Cancers, you guys are tired. I can't believe it. Sorry. So maybe you're tired of being single. Some of you are tired of being single. So around February 17th, you're going to have to speak up. You're going to have to start to speak up and say, you know what, guys, I'm ready. I'm ready to date. Or you know what, I'm ready to stop being single. So call in with me the right partner. So some of you are going to find the right partner this month. Some of you are going to find the right individual. And don't have to worry about, when you make a call out to the universe and say, bring them to me, then it's just your job is just to go about your work, do what you normally do, and then watch what the universe is sending you. And I really feel like around February 17th, you may get a special individual delivered right in front of you. So pay attention. And of course, always trust your instincts about individuals and whether or not they're right for you. But you're definitely ripe this month for a relationship if you want it, Cancer. So let go of being tired and just simply trust like this can be the month. And then just put it out there and go have fun and enjoy yourself. And don't be surprised. Really could have something magical happen around that 20th, 21st of February, also those dates. So have fun. Now, let's see about your health for those of you in Cancer. Okay, well, it just stands to reason that some of you may not be sleeping well and or need some more sleep. And so that's coming up right away. And there's remedies that around the full moon, February 3rd, that may come around to you that are going to help you sleep and or address skin issues. Skin is coming up as sometimes being a problem for you. So it may be that you're in a drier climate or in a winter climate and your skin is acting up. But there's skin issues are coming up for me, and it feels like you're going to get the right remedy around February 3rd for those skin issues to help minimize them and for you to get your glow back on to feel good. Anything else for Cancers? Yeah, you want to be patient with yourself, Cancer. You don't need to be impatient. This is a great month for you. There's going to be a lot of synergy. There's going to be a lot of opportunity. Some of you have some fun stuff coming up. Maybe even newspaper or magazine article or people interested in you, wanting to interview you. So there's some interesting kind of career-related stuff coming up that's out of the box, that's unusual for you. So I do see some more attention on you being the public. It could even mean that that you're just becoming more active, have a more active social life, and that you're being seen more. But I definitely see you more in the public eye, being noticed, and even to the extent of being on radio, TV, or in a magazine. So really nice, Cancer. So all in all, you guys have a really fun month. You just need to get some more rest, catch up on that sleep, and have a great month. And I'll connect with you again next month. Hi, if you're a Leo, born July 23rd to August 22nd, what can you expect for the month of February 2015? Let's tune in and find out. Well, Leo, some of you are hopeful, and some of you have a lot on your plate. There's a lot going on, and there's a lot of decisions and or choices to be made, directions to follow. You're being cautioned not to jump in too quick, not to cut off the past too quick, but to let things flow. Let the universe sort of guide you as to the right choices for you. Now, there's a full moon in Leo, which is, your sign, February 3rd. So you're going to get this added boost of energy for you, for clarity. It's like a booster rocket ship coming in and really kind of lighting it up. And I see you kind of like up in the sky, being able to look and see which path is best for me, which direction do I want to go. So for those of you that have been kind of back and forth, whether it's about money, relationships, health, or business, and you've been in, with this indecision, you're going to really see with more clarity what to do, where to go, and the answers around the full moon in Leo around February 3rd. Okay, so that's a good thing. There's also going to be a career that's going to open up for you that's more important to you. You may be already doing something and you're going to get eliminated, like you're working and you're at your job, and all of a sudden something's going to really stand out and you're going to go, wow, I want to specialize in this, or I really want to do that, or I want to study this. So you're going to see that you're being fine-tuned, your craft, your career. There's going to be some fine-tuning that's coming in next week, February 3rd, to really help strengthen your focus and to really strengthen your desire, so that long-term you can meet your goals and you can really go to what you want to have happen. So overall, this is like a really good month for you guys, sharpening your clarity and setting kind of like you on course for, you know, a life that you love. Now, as far as money goes for you guys, for Leos, you know, I'm just seeing kind of like this, you know, kind of like this cycle kind of go in, like just like coming to a low and then coming to a high. There may be some like great money that comes in around February 20th. You may be awarded something. You may be given a contract or something that is really great. It could even come from the sale of stocks or bonds or a house or real estate or something like that. But I'm seeing February 20th as a peak day for you. So keep that in mind. You may have some extra work or job come in for you, or inheritance. A lot of different things happening around that particular day. So see that as a positive aspect for your money. And then I feel like there's just kind of like a flow starts to happen from that 16th period. From around February 16th, the door opens and it's going to start to flow. Then we get this high that happens around the 20th. And then it just kind of keeps flowing. So there's more flowing. And you're going to see it building up. You're going to see your reservoir, your funds of money starting to build up again, Leo. So you won't have to feel so constricted or you know, live off those credit cards or whatever it is. So you're going to have more money coming into February. Now, as far as your relationship goes, personal relationships, for those of you that are in a committed relationship, for a romantic relationship, there's a nice synergy in this relationship, a nice understanding, a nice compatibility, a nice trust that's being invoked. You're gonna see some interesting, I want to say, other people. So in other words, like you and your partner going out with another group. So like a group, you know, potentially a group relationships, group connections around February 18th. You may see some, you know, going out or even taking a small trip together. Very nice. And then you know, the other thing it sort of feels like is you guys tend to kind of live, you know, with your emotions on your sleeve. So there's, as far as your love life goes. So it feels like there's just kind of this overall happiness that kind of just goes with the relationship. Now, if you're single and you want to be in a relationship, or you're just single, let's look at your relationship opportunities for February, Leos. So part of what needs to happen is you kind of need to take an awareness of your own energy. Your energy can be really strong. And sometimes that strong energy can push back somebody else. So as you're moving towards them, your energy is so strong, you're pushing them away from you. So you want to kind of like tone down your energy a little bit. Like less is more, play a little cool. And if you do that, it feels like you'll have them eating out of your hand. And then after Mercury goes direct on February 12th, then you can start to sort of be yourself again, be the life of the party, just be who you are, let your hair down. But between now and February 11th, if you're too much yourself, you're going to scare them away because your energy is really strong and they'll misinterpret it because that's what's going on in the universe right now with all this, you know, haywire kind of energy that happens with our retrogrades. So just hold your energy back. That will bring them to you after the 12th. Do whatever you want. Go have fun. Be yourself. And you're really going to see a lot more fun, a lot more interesting relationships come up. Now, some of you I can see don't want a relationship. You want to stay single. Your circumstances are that you want to be single, or you're waiting for somebody else to get out of their situation. And that's all well and good. You're still going to have a good time. You're still going to attract people. You can say no, you want all to the universe, and the universe is going to keep sending you people. So it's fine. It's not a big deal. Just enjoy it, have fun, and it's all good. So lots of fun for you guys with your relationships. Now, as far as your health goes, Leo, some of you may need to take care of yourself, protect your immune system a little bit more. Some of your immune systems are run down, especially in my lungs, you know, and I'm feeling a little, asthmatic kind of energy right there. And it could just be that you've just gotten over, that horrible flu that so many people have gotten. But all in all, I feel like your health is getting stronger. I feel like you're getting more accumulated to where you want to be at. So this part of yourself that is conditioned now to be as energetic as you need to put as many hours as you have to into work, you're getting stronger. Your immune system's getting stronger. So I actually see you guys getting healthier in February. Be a little cautious for those of you around. I asked if there's anything you need to be, a little concerned about. Be a little cautious around the 4th or the 5th, just like with your feet. I see the potential of kind of like just slippery feet, whether it's ice or snow or just watch. I don't want you to, paranoid about it, but just watch your footing around that February 4th or February 5th. It could even be like, smashed fruit on a concrete floor. You step on that and slide. So you can be in the spring someplace or the summer in the weather, and you can still slip and fall. So just be careful. That's sort of showing up as just a potential there for you. So you want to be aware of that around February 3rd or February 4th. Now, overall, we've got communication going direct again on February 12th. So you're going to start to see more of an opening, more of an understanding. There's going to be less kind of bristling energies around you. You're not going to be as ticked off or as sensitive to people's comments. After that time, you're going to feel more in your power. There's a new moon in Pisces on February 18th. It's also a supermoon. Now with that, that's really going to help you create a vision for yourself. Really create it's like being at the top of a mountain and you're a downhill skier and you actually kind of see where you want to go and how to attack it and what to make happen so that you can kind of get that life you want to live. And you're going to be able to put in the new energy and the infrastructure to create that the continuation of whatever it is you want to generate or create in your life. So look for that around the February 18th. There's lots of opportunity. And some of these opportunities that are coming this month are unforeseen opportunities. They're things that you didn't even see. So I wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden you may win something or somebody calls you up and says, hey, I need you to do this, but man, if you do it for me, there's a big gift in it for you. So just be aware, you don't have to work too hard to get a lot of things coming in that are extra for you this month. So Leo, have an amazing month. It feels like it's a lot of fun. There's good stuff happening for you and some additional money kind of showing up unexpectedly for you. So have a great month, and I'll talk to you again next month. Hi, so if you're a Virgo, born August 23rd to September 22nd, what can you expect for the month of February 2015? Let's tune in and find out. So Virgos, you've I'm seeing a couple different things. For some of you, I feel like I've got a knife in my back, like I've been backstabbed by somebody who's been close to me. And for some of you, it might just feel like life has backstabbed you, like it's just, where's the joy? So, so got to pull that knife out. The good news is we've got a full moon in Leo, February 3rd, and that's going to start to melt it away. You're going to start to feel nurtured by the universe. You're going to start to see some positive things happening for you. You may even see something come in that you've been waiting for a long time. Some of you may be in the process of buying or selling a new car. Some of you may be looking at new relationships or creating a big trip for yourself or having some substantial goal. It feels like dream come true kind of energy showing up for you around that full moon in Leo, February 3rd. So it's something comes in that you love or that you've wanted to have happen. So that's a really positive thing for you. Now, as far as your money, let's look at your money, Virgo, for the month of February. Well, it feels steady. It feels like there's a steady flow of money for you. It feels like there's your needs are met. It doesn't feel like there's any constriction around it. I would say it feels like there's a widening or a birth that as the month goes, it just gets wider, wider, and wider. So you can create and create and create and generate more and more and more income. And it's also sort of like I see where you put your focus is where the money's going to come in. So there's not one particular place. I sort of feel like you're the you're the driving force. So whatever you kind of put your focus, that's where the money's going to start to appear. It's a good gift to have, Virgo, to be able to do that. So that's a positive thing for you. Now, if you're in a committed relationship, Virgo, what could you expect for the month of February? So you're going to have to slow down and take your time with your partner. You're not going to be able to push them. I feel like some of you want to push them, whether it's a decision or something that you need. You're not going to be able to push them around this. It's really about just slowing down, letting go, and allowing things to come together. And if you can do that, I feel like whatever it is you're wanting from your partner is going to happen automatically. They'll just want to give, they will want to give it to you. Wow. And some of you, your throats are closed up because you're either tired of talking about this or you're afraid to talk about it. The good news is you don't have to. If you just let go and surrender, they'll come back around you. Why? Because the universe is prompting. And there's some prompting energy going on. We've got a full moon February 3rd, and then we've got a new moon in Pisces on February 18th. And there's a couple other things happening, but the retrograde, Mercury retrograde ends February 11th. It starts to move direct on February 12th. So these are little energy boosts that we're getting that are going to help to kind of preempt your partner to give you what you want. So if you just surrender and let go, you're gonna see that your partner's gonna come back around and really meet you eye to eye, toe to toe, give you what you want. And for those of you that are in a happy, committed relationship. Now, if you're in a relationship that's not working out so well, these are also dates that, one, if you wanted the relationship to work out, there'd be a great opportunity, especially towards the end of the month, not so much the beginning of the month, because we've got this crazy energy with communication. But after, February 12th, you could start to mend the fences. And if you wanted that relationship to work, that could work. And just as easily, if you don't want it to work, there would be the support system there to help you break up the relationship or support you in a new way. So it's up to you, whichever way you want. The universe has got these portals available for you to use. Okay, now we have the health showing up for you, Virgo. Some of you just feel beat down to me, exhausted, beaten down. For some of you, it's feminine things. There's a lot of feminine stuff going on, whether that's thyroid, whether it's hormone, whether it's menstrual, which is a combination of hormones and thyroids. But I'm feeling a little, achiness and challenges with the feminine. And that's also, I feel, because you've maybe been zapped by life maybe this past year. I know Virgos, some of you have had a really rough year and you're just coming out of it and just kind of regrouping. And you're going to see that your health is going to get back on track. And for some of you, maybe you've been sleeping a lot, but you're going to get some answers this month and get some of those things straightened out with your hormones and whatnot. And you'll start to get right back on the right horse. So things are going to kind of work out for you and start to pick up in terms of your health. You do have to be proactive with it, though. You do have to help yourself and actively look for the resources or look for the answers. If you're having a certain health condition or health situation, there will be ample opportunity for you to discover the answer. All you have to do is look and put it out there, and you're going to get what you need. Okay, Virgo, so you're going to have a great month. It feels like it's an expansive month, good month for you to be able to expand your vision, letting go and surrendering. I don't know if we talked about single Virgos. If for those of you that are single, wanting to get in a relationship or just single, what you could expect for the month. So let's touch on that for single Virgos. Well, this is why I didn't touch on it, because it feels like more an exertion of independence. It's more of I'm taking a stand, I'm independent. And some of you, though, it's a little bit of a harsh thing. Like, I'm not really believing there's a guy for me. I'm really not even trusting that there's a girl for me. There's this harsh energy a little bit, like I don't quite believe that I can draw the right partner to me. Or actually, it's more like it's your fault. It's a little bit of not trust is what I would say. Rather than blame, it's a little bit of not trusting the universe to send you the right partner. And you want to be aware of that energy, because you're going to be able to heal it this month, heal it from the relationships and the individuals that have hurt you, because you can have love if you want it. For some of you that I can feel this real independent streak in right now, there are just as many of you out there who are like through that stage and really wanting a genuine relationship. And even if it's going to screw up your plans, I see that you want it. So you may get that opportunity towards the end of the month, around the 25th. Okay, so keep that in mind. Have fun, Virgo. Enjoy yourself, and I'll connect with you again next month. Hi, if you're a Libra, born September 23rd to October 22nd, what can you expect for the month of February 2015? Let's tune in and find out. Well, so right away, Libra, I'm seeing this scurry of activity, packing a bag, and but it's for pleasure. So I see a smile on your face. So there's something that's unexpected and feels rare. I want to say it feels rare and fun. And it also has to do with your heart. So it's a big heart opener, big opportunity. It may also draw on insecurity and fear. So because I'm feeling indigestion and things like that. So for some of you, this fun thing could actually, create anxiety if you're like, oh my gosh, what if I'm not good enough? What if I'm not what they want? Or it could just be fun. It could be a relationship, or it could be work related. But they're just showing me this kind of like anxiety, but it's positive and fast travel. So fast travel with money too. They're showing me with good money. So we've got a full moon in Leo on February 3rd. So what does that mean for Libras? Saying it means it's going to get what you want. So there's something that you've been wanting or desiring that you can expect to come in. And that could be anything from selling a house and actually getting that, or to being engaged, to getting pregnant. So there's a lot of opportunity for you to be able to get what you want and to actually see that happen with this full moon in Leo. So nice opportunities being fulfilled and wishes and dreams being fulfilled. Now, if you're somebody who's in partnership and relationship, what can you expect for the month of February if you're a Libra? Let's look into that. Well, if you're in a committed relationship, there's a lot of love. There's a lot of positive energy between the two of you. It feels like very harmonious. There's also some really sweet days. 17th, 18th, 19th is really sweet days. And of course, in the US here, we have February 14th, Valentine's Day. And it just feels like really nice opportunities to spend time with your loved one. If you're single, you need to be patient with yourself. You sort of talk yourself out of the game. Oh, they don't like me, or I'm not good enough, or I'm fat, or I'm skinny, or I'm, so you guys need to stop with the self-criticism and just let the universe do the talking. So just be quiet and just observe. And if you do that, you're going to see that there are a lot of people that are attracted to you. And when I say be quiet, I don't mean necessarily to other people, but I mean to yourself. Like, stop putting yourself down. Stop saying that, oh, they'll never go for me, or they're too cute and I'm not this. You want to interrupt those patterns because they're not healthy for you, because they're absolutely very clearly opportunity for you to this month to hang out, to have fun, to have an enjoyable relationship if you want it. And if you want to stay single and you're just looking for fun, that's available too. Again, they're showing me around the 17th is a nice day, and the latter part of the month, especially like around the 28th, some good hot and heavy connections happening for single Libras too. Now, as far as your health goes, Libra, some of you are stubborn. Some of you have been frustrated, haven't been able to get a good start on your health, and or have just been kind of like sliding backwards. You're going to see this stopping around February 2nd or 3rd with that full moon energy. You're going to see more of a groundedness coming in, and you taking more control, you taking more charge of your diet, health, exercise, or the protocol that is for health for you. I see you taking more charge around that date, and you might find the right doctors. They're going to help you with that protocol. So I definitely see you getting your control back around your health this month. So just hang in there. Now, as far as your money goes, Libra, the first part of the month feels kind of cool. Like, it's okay, not great. The second part of the month feels like there's just money coming in. Like, I just see money coming in. So that's really a good thing. And it's really coming in from current efforts, but it's also reputations involved. So some of this is coming because people have deemed you an expert or seen you as from afar, they've watched you. So you may be, these new opportunities that are coming are based on your previous work, and people are coming in because of your previous work. Doesn't mean they've been your clients or your advocates in the past. It just means like your reputation precedes you, and that's why you're getting these new jobs and new opportunities. And circle like February 6th is a big day for you guys too. So maybe you're signing a contract that day or something that's going to make you some nice money. And this feels like it could go on for a while. So it does feel like it's got some, for sure, you know, whether it's a temporary one-time job that could last for 3 months, or whether it's something that's ongoing for 3 years. So there's a lot of long-term money with that, Libra. So it's really a good thing. Let me see if there's anything else here for you, Libra. So they said you need to enjoy yourself, like really enjoy yourself. Some of you are going to really doing a lot of mixing business with pleasure, being around pleasurable people, having a pleasurable time, you know, which sometimes kind of mixes up the challenges with your body. But you're not going to have that problem anymore because I really see the support of the universe. And just really enjoy and have fun. And it's a great month for you, Libra. So all in all, Libra, have an amazing month. And I look forward to connecting with you again next month. Hi, so if you're a Scorpio, born October 23rd to November 21st, what can you expect for the month of February 2015? Let's tune in and find out. So Scorpio, some of you guys are really excited. Some of you are pregnant and maybe haven't told anybody yet, but are getting ready to tell people. Some of you are pregnant with new ideas, new careers, and new opportunities that you're also maybe haven't quite shared yet. So there's a lot of new beginnings here for Scorpios. And now there is a full moon in Leo on February 3rd, which is really going to support you in speaking up, and it's going to support you in having the right dialogue, and it's going to extend beyond your current knowledge or understanding of a situation, meaning you're going to get more information and more knowledge about what's in store for you and how this is going to look and how it's going to create. And some of you have like wild impulses, like it could be moving to another part of the world. It could be a lot of travel. It could be it feels like a change of lifestyle, which is what I'm saying, which is why you could be pregnant or about to give birth, because it's like this big change of lifestyle that's going to happen. So it's not a small thing that's coming up for you, Scorpio, but it's a real big life changer. Some of you could be getting married and now have kids, or before you didn't have kids, or have a partner and now you have to introduce the partner to the kids. So it's big life-changing things that are really, really, really positive. So it's around the love, it's around what you love, and it's positive, positive energy. Now, as far as your money goes for the month, Scorpio, what can you expect? You know, some of you took a little bruising, it feels like, recently, and it could be just that maybe you had to pay for something that was unpleasant. Maybe there was a court case that you lost, or you paid for a kid's court case, or rehab, or something like that. That was a lot of money. And but the good news is I feel like money coming back into you, especially around the 21st of February. I feel like more money, replenishment of whatever it is you spent or lost money on. It feels like that and more coming in the end of February. So you're in good shape with your money. Now, as far as relationship goes, Scorpio, if you're in a committed relationship for the February, there's a nice energy here. I see like one of you pulling you forward, the other one pulling you forward. So there's like a nice, you've got a nice cadence going with your partnership. So you're walking side by side in a really nice cadence in this month. And there's a lot of support with each other. And there's an independence yet joint energy between the two of you, which is really nice. So there's no neediness going on, and it's a really support system, and a happy relationship too. And you're going to see that happiness increase around the February 17th, around February 18th. And now we've got a new moon in Pisces on February 18th, which is a super moon. So it feels like this great injection of love right into your love affair, which brings me to those of you that are single. Great opportunity to meet new people, great opportunity for you to be in a new relationship if you want. So this could be the beginning of something new for you. So I would definitely be out and about those days around February 18th if you're interested in meeting someone special or having a great new love affair. It's a really good time for you, Scorpios. So be on the alert for that. And there's really nothing more to be doing about it. Just kind of like be seen and heard and be yourself. It's easy. Okay, so now as far as your health goes, Scorpio, some of you are getting on track with your health, staying on track. Some of you are going to have some health issues that come up. Don't be alarmed by them. It's just information. So some of you are going to discover some things that have been hidden that you're going to see about yourself in this month, especially towards the end of month. And there's nothing to do but to handle it. So whatever it is, I don't feel like it's life-threatening, but I feel like it's been stealing your energy. I feel like it's kind of like been at the crux of all your behaviors or weird, anomalies. So it's something that is actually real and can be diagnosed and can be cured. So some of you may have that to deal with. Now, the rest of you, your health will continue to remain good, and you'll just find more ways, because it's still trending in that direction, but still find more ways to stay healthier. So it's not like you'll reveal anything that you didn't know about yourself, but you will amplify the positive. You'll find ways to amplify the positive. So that's what you can expect from your health this month. Now, as far as there's Mercury's retrograde until February 11th, and that goes direct February 11th, and you're going to start to see the communication opening up, which is really important for a Scorpio. You guys get the bad rap all the time because you're so direct, and that's okay. We need direct friends. We need people who can tell it like it is. So you know what? There's been some confusion and maybe some hurt feelings, in the last couple of weeks with this retrograde. The good news is all's forgiven and it clears up, and you're going to really be back on track with those people that you love. And for those of you that have, friends that you haven't talked to in a while, this may be a good time to pick up the phone and connect with them. And I also feel like a simplicity, real simplicity coming to the relationships that were complicated, or where you thought maybe they were complicated. And I see that kind of getting cleared up in your head and seeing them as not complicated, but worthwhile. So you're going to start to kind of change your thinking about some people in your life that maybe you were concerned about. Could you trust them? Could you not trust them? Or it was just too complicated. You're going to see that kind of like iron itself out, so those people can be included in your life if you want them. Because I feel like there's a value to them, but it's kind of like you didn't want to mix the energies or something. So you're going to see that kind of going a wayside, and it doesn't feel like there was really a problem anyway. It feels like it was more in your head, and I see that kind of like releasing, where you're going to be able to bring relationships together, and you won't be so compartmentalized with your relationships anymore. You're going to let this person know that you're friends with that person, and that person know that you're friends with this person, and they'll even be able to be in the same room and the same party together, and it'll all be good, all be fine. In fact, they'll become friends. So nothing to worry about, Scorpio. So stop kind of compartmentalizing your friends or being worried about this friend talking to that friend. Let it go. It's going to be fine. Anything else? No, all in all, it feels like, Scorpio, you're in for a really fun, good month. I feel like you're back in your groove, and you've really got some big happening, positive, exciting things happening for you this month, especially with this full moon in Leo, February 3rd, and then again at the end of the month. So good job. Have fun, and I'll connect with you again next month. Hi, so if you're a Sag, born November 22nd to December 21st, what can you expect for the month of February 2015? Let's tune in and find out. So Sag, I feel like you're going to need to keep your head on straight. I feel like there's so much going on that your head could just like pop off any moment now. So that means you have to get more organized, more detailed, and keep your energy up. And the universe is going to help fill you up. There's a full moon in Leo, February 3rd, in which you're going to get your reserve tank filled up, which means you could get more help come in. You could get more support. There may be a business deal that you are working on that's going to come in. There's going to be a lot of people I see who want to come in and ask for your autograph. I want to know you. I want to be with you. I want to be around you. So there may be all of a sudden this lot of energy at you and trying to connect with you. So just don't get overwhelmed by it. It's a positive thing. It's not a bad thing, but a lot of people happy for you and wanting to do business with you. Very nice. Now, Mercury has been retrograde since January 21st. It goes direct February 11th. So we're still in that little bit of time period here where, we're double and triple checking our computers and our texts and making sure they're sent and communication is fine. And of course, all those little haywire things, you know, breakers flipping off and car battery dying and refrigerators going haywire, all has to do with this sort of energy. And we're going to see that clearing out February 12th, just in time for Valentine's Day. So let's look at your relationships. So your relationships, Sagittarius, if you're in a committed relationship, what can you expect? Well, Sag, you are sort of like, you know, the energy who loves the party, who loves the conversation, who really likes to be involved and connected with people. So I see you sort of pulling your partner along to different outings and to different fun things, and that you are tied to somebody. Some of you may actually feel tied down and don't want to be tied down. If that's the case, you're going to have an opportunity to get out of that relationship around the end of February, around February 22nd. You might get the right attorney. You might get the right courage to move out or to break up. But if you're not wanting to be in a long-term relationship, that looks like a good date that's going to support you in moving away from this relationship. For those of you that are in a happy, committed relationship, they're showing me the February 14th is instead of flying away, it feels like hunkering down. It feels like kind of like getting close and pulling the shades down and shutting out the world. Really nice time for you, Sagittarius, to really kind of be connected and feel that love and that joy, and kind of throwing caution to the wind in terms of what if I block off 2 days out of my calendar? What's going to happen? Who cares? I'm going to do it. I'm going to be with my loved one and just really enjoy it. So the universe is going to support you with that around that time frame, and also again at the end of the month. Now, if you're single, Sagittarius, and you want to be in a relationship, or you're just single and want to have some fun, February 13th is a really kind of like unexpected day. There's this unexpected energy. And and I see you like sort of not even paying attention, then boom, like somebody like really gorgeous and, this great energy kind of pulls you into their energy field, and it's mutual. So that's the nice thing. It's mutual. Now there is a new moon in Pisces on February 18th, which is a super moon, which really is an intuitive moon. It has really a lot to do with your intuition. Pisces are very intuitive creatures, very connected, with the water and intuition. So you may find yourself becoming more intuitive that month as well, around that time as well. But I also feel like with the relationship, I feel like a new relationship potentially could come in for you single guys out there, girls out there, looking for a new relationship that might show up for you also around the 18th there. So it's a good month for you guys. Now, if you want to have your money, let's look at your money for you, Sagittarius, in February. It feels like there's been a little bit of a downturn from what you're used to, and kind of like a struggle to lift your head up. And I feel like you've come out of that. I feel like you've survived it. And now you're in a real rebuilding process. And you're going to see, this synergy happening this month that hasn't happened for a while. So it's really good. These opportunities come in where people wanting to do business with you. This is a great time period right now to pick up the phone and call people from the past. But even moving forward, you're going to see more surprise business opportunities coming in. People maybe that you haven't talked to in 3 or 4 years coming back around to hire you or to reconnect with you. So really good month for business for you guys, and more money coming in. Now, as far as health goes, Sagittarius, just here you need to be on top of it. You need to be on top of it. You need to take care of things. Don't let the little things get out of control. Don't let little things turn into big things. Don't let that little mole go. Don't let that, chest pain go. Don't let that 10 pounds go. Just get on it. Whatever it is, get on it. Pay attention to it. Get it to your, go to your therapist, your doctor, your shaman, whoever it is you use that makes you feel better. Get to them and check it out. You don't want to let these things go, because I feel like this month you can get the answer, get it healed, be in and out. And if you don't, then it feels like it's just going to drag on, and it's going to take more energy later on. So this is a great month where you can have a lot of clarity. Now we're talking about after the 12th. After the 12th, you'll have a lot of clarity. That's when you want to go and seek out any sort of challenges that you have going on that just need to be handled. Go get it checked out. Go get it handled. Especially around moles is coming up for you guys. So especially around any sort of odd mole. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to turn into something, but if it's weighing on your mind,
and you can see, and then you get a professional and they say, no, it's nothing, or you're tested, it's no, it's nothing. There's relief, it's done, it's checked off, right? Otherwise, that worry, it's an energy, it's a vibration. It can actually turn into something else because our thoughts create our reality. So when we're worrying about something, it could manifest potentially into something else. That's why part of us need to just go get it handled so we can stop worrying. And then there's the small percentage that it actually is something, and we can nip it in the bud and be done with it. So anything else for Sagittarius for the month of February? Okay, very nice. So showing me a lucky streak, like around February 17th, this lucky streak opening up for you guys, where it just feels like you're lucky, where just things start to really harmonize and synchronize, and everything really starts to flow. That's really nice. So about a week to 10 days, you're in this sort of lucky cycle. And so you want to pay attention to that and really feel optimistic and put yourself in the best light, dress for the part, feel good about yourself, so you can really capitalize on these opportunities that are going to show up, because there's really nice lucky streaks showing up for you guys. Wow, congratulations. Well, you're going to have to email me and let me know, or text me and show me, or write on the screen and comment what's going on, because I really want to hear about that. Okay, Sagittarius, thanks so much for connecting and sharing and commenting, and I look forward to connecting with you again next month. Hi, so if you're a Capricorn born December 22nd to January 19th, what can you expect for the month of February 2015? Let's tune in and find out. Well, Capricorns, there's I feel real heart heavy, in terms of, I feel like you have so much to do. There's this, and I just feel like there's been some sort of struggle for you that's gone on, either in career or relationship. Not necessarily a bad thing, but just like big problems, big job, big career, big problems. But at the same time, I feel like you are handling those big problems and you're moving through that with alacrity. You're going through it really fast, it's not dragging out. So very good. It's a really great thing, Capricorn, but you have to take care of yourself. Right away, I'm starting off with health. And you really want to make sure that you've got your hand on your own pulse. Am I doing too much? Do I need to slow down? Do I need to take a break? You could do simple things like shorten your phone calls. Have a glass of water or a cup of tea. Sit in the sun for 5 minutes. Just take little nourishing moments along the way, Capricorn, because I feel like you're dry, and I feel like you need to be watered. And I don't even mean just, literally drinking water, but that you're needing some love. You're needing some self-love. So you want to take some time to give yourself self-love. Even schedule yourself a massage. Do some things that you don't normally do for yourself this month. If you always get yourself massages, then do something else. Do something in addition to the massage. You need to really take care of yourself this month. And I say that because, Capricorn, you have this energy. You're the building energy. You manifest so fast and so quickly, and you take on so much that the rest of the world needs you. You're the support system for the world, so we need you guys to take care of yourself. So Caps, make sure you take care of yourself this month. You've got a lot of responsibility and a lot of good things, and there's more coming. Full moon in Leo, February 3rd. They're showing me like something really big and really positive. It might have to do actually with the government, and it's actually a good thing, and it's actually a positive thing. So it could be that maybe somebody approaches you to ask you to run for government office, maybe city council, maybe somebody's asking you, or it could be a positive thing. It could be like you get a refund from your taxes, but there's a positive connection with an institution and or government. Institution-wise, it could be a large corporation that wants to hire you or fly you someplace to do, kind of like there's an opportunity for sort of a vacation, but yet a lot of money. So it could be through you or your spouse, a vacation and with money coming in. So don't be surprised if you end up on the other side of the world, sipping martinis, and all of a sudden you get a, 20K in the bank. So it's like kind of out of the mind thinking. It's big opportunity, and it shows up kind of like that. So just be aware, Capricorn, of these big things happening. Now, Mercury retrograde happens January 21st, and it's going to go direct February 11th. So you're going to see this kind of snarling with communication and the challenges and he said, she said.
start to diminish after February 12th, which is a good thing. And then you'll really start to feel the synchronicity of all these opportunities that are going to show up for you. Now, as far as personal relationships, if you're in a committed relationship, there's still some kind of like haggling or challenges going on in that relationship in terms of understanding each other and of, I don't want to call it a power play, but there's, if you've got two people who have two important careers, it's kind of like this, not quite in harmony with each other for your careers. And that's going to pass. The good news is the relationship is sound. The good news is the relationship is powerful, and you may just have to change some plans around some plans that you already had. You may have to change plans. You may have to, if you had a vacation scheduled for 1 week and all of a sudden the other partner is going on the other side of the world, you may have to change vacation plans. So there's some things like that going on. On a smaller note, it might be just something like that person has to work and now you can't, and so you have to change your plans that way. So there's just some, changing around the relationship, but don't let it affect the relationship. It's just a small thing. If you're single, let's look at romance for you for the month of February. Well, first of all, you have to let go of the love that you don't have. You have to let go of the one who got away, or the one who doesn't want you, or the one who's not there for you. It means nothing about you, nothing at all about you. If somebody doesn't want to date you, if somebody's not interested in you, bye-bye. You don't need Capricorns to feel bad, because let me tell you, you are worthwhile, you're divine, you're beautiful, you're amazing. And if that other person doesn't see it, next, right? Some of you know how to do that, some of you don't. So those of you that don't, that's who I'm talking to. This is the month that you can. This is the month that you can actually have fun, you can actually attract somebody who's going to be into you and that you're going to be into them. But it's one of these things where you have to kind of like let go and not be controlling about the situation, not trying when's he going to call me? Are you going to call me tomorrow? Are you going to call me the next day? Which is it? No, just go with the flow. Just like kind of let go and go with the flow and just be, and the universe is going to help you be with it. They're going to help you just have fun and care less. And I don't mean that you're going to be, callous to that person or you're going to treat them poorly. I mean that you're going to care less about whether or not they call you, that you're going to have more freedom to just have fun and enjoy them. When they show up, they're there. And by virtue of doing that, you're going to attract more individuals that are like-minded, that are wanting a relationship if you're the type of person who wants a relationship. If you don't, then you'll attract more of that. You'll attract somebody who's just, having fun here or there or whatever it is. So this is a great month for you to generate what it is you want. There's a new moon in Pisces on February 18th. It's also a super moon, and which just means there's more energy because it's closer to the earth. We're going to get more energy from that moon. So for Capricorns, for you, that's really going to help you kind of boost your self-esteem. It's going to help you up your game. It's going to make you feel better about yourself. It's going to make you feel like you're more in control. Not that we need you to feel more than you're in control, because you guys are already controlling, but it's going to make you feel like you're more empowered, okay, which is the better thing to say. And it will also, in turn, give you that freedom to kind of surrender, the freedom to let go and to be more relaxed in life, in your career, in your relationships. So there's just this more of relaxing energy happening for you Capricorns, especially around that 18th to the 20th. And at the end of the month, some of you may even get a nice vacation. Some of you maybe have an unexpected go away, a little trip. So it's really nice. It's a real soothing, relaxing energy. So all in all, Caps, you've got a really exciting month to look forward to. As heavy-hearted as I'm entering this month with you because of the responsibilities and the, trying to keep up with everything, you're actually going to have more opportunity this month, but you're going to have the energy that's going to sustain you to be able to do that. There's some big things happening for you, and I feel your body actually getting lighter and you more in sync and in harmony with these great things so that you're up to handling them, that you're up to doing all these great things. Money's going to be off the chart. Just see money coming in off the chart, pouring in off the chart, and unexpected ways, unexpected things. And some of you may be winning court cases. Some of you may be winning money through not having to spend money. In other words, like If you have a court situation, it may be ripped up and thrown away. So now there's no danger of you losing money. So that's a win as well. So there's a couple different ways to win money this month and to have more money. So Capricorns, great month. It's coming up for you guys. Have fun, enjoy, and I'll connect with you again next month. And thank you for sharing this and commenting and giving me your feedback. I appreciate it.